Today I'm going to be guiding you through a beginner-friendly mat Pilates routine. You won't need any props for this workout, just your mat and yourself. And I will be offering different variations to either modify or take things up a notch for more intermediate and advanced variations. So to go ahead and get started, we're going to begin from a seated position. I like to start with the knees somewhat bent, but you can also, if you are a little bit more intermediate, advanced, and your hamstrings are flexible, your low back is flexible enough for this, you can have your legs straight. But for the sake of this being a beginner-friendly routine, I'm going to have my knees bent, and I'll show you a way to modify to start out. So we're going to first start with a Pilates roll down. To begin, we're taking a tall upright spine. We're going to get into the breath first, breathing in through the nose. I personally like to breathe out through the nose as well, but you can take your exhales out through the mouth. And we'll do two more like that. Inhale, find length through your spine, grow tall. And slow exhale. One more time like that. And then on the next exhale, we're going to start to tilt the tailbone out from underneath. Now, if this is uncomfortable, you can always pad up your mat a little bit more or get a blanket to sit on. Go just past the tailbone at the back of your pelvis. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, come back forward like you're scooping deeper into a crunch. And then sit all the way up. Use an inhale to find length. And an exhale to tuck and curl. If your legs are straight, you can just have your arms reaching forward. Inhale, pause. Exhale, come back up. And again, once you get up to the top, find inhales for length, exhales to curl and move. Again, if you need to, you grab behind your thighs for that extra support. Inhale, pause. Exhale, scoop into your belly a little bit more to come back up. Inhale, find length. Exhale to curl. If you've been doing this after a few and you're feeling like, okay, I can handle a little bit more, then let's start to take those legs straight. Again, if your legs are straight, just keep your arms reaching out in front of you. Inhale, exhale, curl back down. Let's try to go a little bit further. Ooh, I'm starting to feel that. Exhale, coming back up. Each round, we're getting a little bit further down. Inhale, find length. Exhale to curl. This time, maybe trying to travel a little bit further to the rib cage. Inhale and exhale. Coming back up. Inhale, find length. Exhale to curl back down. We're going to go one more time like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. This time we're going to go all the way down to the floor with control. If you're starting to collapse, just grab behind your thighs for that extra control. Once you get your head down, take a big inhale. Reach your arms backwards. You can have your legs bent flat to the floor with the feet, or take the arms all the way, the legs all the way out straight. Inhale, the arms are backwards. Exhale, you're going to reach forward and curl your head and shoulders up off the mat. Again, if this is uncomfortable, just flatten your feet to the floor with the knees bent. Inhale, open back out. Exhale as you curl up. Inhale, open out. Exhale, curl up. Keep going just like that. And again, just assess your back. If that's starting to bother you, flatten your feet. I'm going to go ahead and continue with the legs bent, but you can stay with the legs all the way straight. We're going to do two more like this, and then I will add on to this. And the add-on will be the same for everybody, whatever level you are at. All right, on the next one, the right leg is going to come up to the chest. Exhale, knee comes in. Inhale, set it back down to the floor, whether it's bent or straight. Exhale, left leg this time. Inhale as you open out. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open back out. Exhale, reach and crunch. Inhale, open out. And regardless of whether your legs are starting flat, feet flat to the floor or legs all the way straight, the same result happens when you come up with the knee. It's bent to about a 90-degree bend, coming in towards your belly. As you crunch up, bringing your chest towards your knee. Inhale, we're opening out. Exhale, crunch. Good, let's go a couple more rounds. We're going to do two more sets like that. If you're starting to feel like it's bothering your neck, just keep your head down. And you can do that for the next few exercises as well. All right, the next time we're bringing the right knee in, let's go ahead and stay up. This time, grab for the shin gently. And then just pull it in a little bit more. Take your left leg straight out in front of you. Again, if this is too much for the neck, just keep your head down. I'm going to go ahead and show you a few of these with the head down. Bring the other shin in. Take a quick little inhale. The breath's going to get a little sharper on these. Exhale, switch and switch. So it's just quick little inhales, emphasizing your exhales as you pull your knee in tighter. If your head's been down and you want to challenge yourself again by crunching the head and shoulders up, do so. Otherwise, just be mindful of your neck. If you need that break, please take it. Exhale, switch and switch. If you do want to challenge yourself even further, you can hover your hands right to the side of your thighs. It does take up the challenge a notch for sure. Exhale, switch and switch. We're going to go for another 8, 7. You will get a break. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both knees into your chest. Reach for your shins. Curl up tighter to a ball. And relax your head back down. All right, go ahead and just stretch your neck. Bring your chin to one ear. And then turn over towards the other side. And then go ahead and come back to center. All right, so we are going to go into, it's the same movement with the legs essentially. This time we're going into Pilates crisscross. It's very similar to a bicycle crunch. We're going to take the hands behind head. Okay, and again, if you need to just modify, keep your head down the whole time, or you can even just set your legs down and just do the twisting with the upper body. So I'll start everybody up together. Take your right leg out straight. Just take a subtle slight twist to the left. Try not to fully roll all the way over to the left. Do your best to keep both shoulder blades off the floor. And then exhale as you switch and switch. Exhale. Exhale. It's the same thing where we're emphasizing that twist on the exhale. Exhale. We're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring both legs back into your chest. Lower your head down. Again, you can just take that gentle stretch on each side. All right, from here, we've got a couple more to go. Hugging your knees into your chest, curling your chest into your knees. We're going to take the left leg out to hover straight. Grab behind the right thigh as you take the right leg up straight to the ceiling. Go ahead and point, flex, go back and forth, point and flex. And then switch the legs, point and flex, point and flex. And now come up a little bit higher. You can continue to grab behind the hamstring, or you can grab for the calf if that's easy to reach. Just try to avoid grabbing behind the knee. We're going to take an inhale. Exhale, switch, take an inhale and pause. Take the exhale on the switch, inhale, pause. Exhale on the switch, inhale, pause. You're going to take a little bit of a longer breath to pull the leg in. Exhale as you switch. Inhale, length and stretch. Length and stretch. We go for another 8. So it's slower. 7. Making sure you're taking that inhale as you pull in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug both knees into your chest this time. Again, set your head down. Roll gently from side to side. All right, and then from here, we're going to rock forward and back. If this does not feel good on your spine, just go ahead and come straight up to a seated position. Otherwise, rock a few more. Try to get to the point where you can balance in a halfway zone where you're hovering. And then when you're ready, come all the way up. Okay, we're just going to finish with a couple more movements. We're going to go a little bit slower on this one today. We're going to take the arms out to the sides like a T. Sit up tall. Again, if your hamstrings are uncomfortable, your low back's uncomfortable, just bend your knees a bit. And you can even sit up a little bit more elevated, patting your mat up a little bit if you need to. Arms are out long and tall, are long and out to a T. Spine is tall. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to take your left hand to the outside of your right ankle, maybe the foot if you can reach. Right hand goes up and out behind you, and you're twisting your chest towards your right hand. Inhale, sit up tall again, grow long in the spine. Exhale the other way. Really hold this first round for a big breath. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale as you twist, get into that movement. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale as you twist open. Inhale, find length in center. Exhale as you rotate. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time, each inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. All right, from here, flipping over, we're going to do a little work for our backside. So coming down all the way onto your belly, we're first going to start with a little glute and hamstring exercise. Now, we're going to take our heels together, making kind of like a V shape with the feet, heels together, toes are apart. Now, when you open your knees are going to be about hip width. Try to avoid letting them go out about the width of the mat, so just about the width of your hips. Upper body, you can be propped up like I am, or if you want to get a little more rested with this one, you can just stack your hands and make a little pillow for your forehead. All right, from here, lift the knees off the floor. When you do that, slightly try to tilt your butt down towards the floor as opposed to arching your butt out. You're going to lose a lot of the work when you arch your butt. So tilting the butt down into the floor, lifting and scooping up your abs. We're just going to start to make little footprints on the ceiling, little lift. Lift. Now, as far as your breath, you can do sharp exhales, exhales to match the movement. I usually will just breathe with a slow inhale and a slow exhale as I focus on the form. Try not to make this movement really jolty and big. It's actually very subtle and small. Your knees are hovering off of the floor the entire time. And again, you're just doing little pulses up to the ceiling. Let's go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going to go back to this same shape. So remember it. We're going to point the toes, take the legs out straight, not quite mat width, but a little bit wider than your hips. Extend the legs as straight as they can go. Point out through the toes. And then flex your feet, tap your heels together again. Point and extend. Inhale as you bend back together. Exhale, point and extend your legs. Inhale as you bend and tap. Point, extend out. Inhale as you bend and tap. And if you switch the breath, it's not a big deal. Just breathe. Let's go for 8 more. And bring your heels back in. Point and extend for 7. This is 6. Get as much extension out through your toes, as much point as you can. 5. Try to get those heels back together. 4. 3. Keep reminding your glutes to stay stable and tucked. 2. 1 more. And then stay out. We're going to turn the legs to point neutral. So the toes, all 10 of them, face down towards the mat. Feet are going to come back in about hip width apart. There is some separation. Again, if you want to set your head down, you can keep it down the whole time. We're going to start to go into a swimmer kick. Now, I, again, like to just take slow breath, long inhales, long exhales. Now, the movement on this, you're trying to keep your knees off of the floor. It's a little bit of a smaller movement, even though it is fast. Try to keep tucking your butt down into the floor. Glutes are active. Thighs are strong. Again, long inhales. Long exhales. We're going to stay for 2 more breath cycles like that. And let it go. Oh my goodness. All right, go ahead and push up. We're going to just stretch this out. Push up to all fours. Couple cat-cows. On your inhale, belly drops, heart pulls forward, tailbone lifts. Exhale, cat stretch. Push away from the ground. Drop your tailbone in. Again, inhale, belly drops down, chest goes up. Exhale for cat, round, push away from the floor. 1 more, get into your breath. And exhale, round. And then from here, go ahead and push back into a child's pose. Arms are going to reach all the way forward. Take a couple deep, slow breaths here. And then coming back up, let's go a little bit deeper into stretching your abdominal region. Let your thighs just tilt down towards the floor. I call this a lazy up dog, so not as deep as a normal up dog that you're going to see in yoga with the thighs lifted. Thighs stay down. You can bend your elbows a little bit, and if it's just too intense on your back, which could be the case, that's pretty common, you can come forward a little bit more, okay? But from here, so I'll show you the modification. Arch your chest forward, pull your chest like you're trying to get it in front of your arms. And then look over towards one shoulder, maybe even past the shoulder. Take a deep inhale. Come back to center, go the other way. And then come back to center, push up to all fours. Bring your legs out in front of you. Let's stretch the legs. So first starting with just a seated figure four, take one ankle up and over. And if it's too intense, lean back. If you want more, walk closer towards the shin. Flex through your ankle. Deep breath. And then let's go ahead and switch. Slow breath in, slow breath out. Flex through your ankle. Again, if you want to go deeper, lift your chest and bring your chest forward towards your shin a little bit more. If it's too intense, walk back. Okay. And then from here, ending with some spinal movement. We're going to take the legs out, and this will stretch from the backs of the thighs and the calves as well. But we're going to take the legs out about mat width apart. Again, this is one of those ones, anytime the legs are in a straight position, you can bend the knees if it is too intense. So find what works for you. We're going to take the hands out in front and just glide them right above the mat when we go down. So take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going into a rounded position, sliding all the way forward. Again, just gliding your hands above the floor as you reach and reach and reach and reach. Take an inhale there. And then as you exhale, roll all the way back up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale at the bottom. And then exhale to roll back up. One more time like that. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale when you get there. And then exhale to roll all the way back up. And we are done with that routine. If this was your first time getting into a Pilates routine, just one round can be it for you. You can even start to increase your amounts of sets that you do. So maybe you're starting with one, maybe you start to gradually add on to two. Maybe you eventually get to 3 or 4 rounds of repeating the same routine. Repetition will help you get stronger, and you will see yourself improve in the mobility and the strength in the exercises themselves. If you liked this workout, let me know down in the comments, and please consider liking this video and subscribing. I'll be continuing to put out more workouts just like this, and also let me know down in the comments what other kind of workouts you would like to see.